What do you say, Sidewinders? Welcome back to another video. We got another beach today. This one, I'm told, is not as slick as the last one was. We are here at Wildwood today, and we've got a great course. We got 16 monster trucks, and we've got much shorter intros and a much better way of going about them. So here's our first competitor in the big Dodge. Buddy Tompkins bringing out Raising Cane on the beach. Tommy Verino is here in the custom green Rampage machine. Adam Anderson, the World Finals champion, bringing out Taz. David Smith is here in the King Crunch Chevrolet, great looking machine there. The Professor Tom Mintz on a CRD chassis in Max D. Shane England brings out the big kahuna. Our first look at him in our racing competitions. Alan Pizzo, the legend, is here in Predator. Jamie Garner is here in the Steps Towing sponsored Overboard Chevrolet. One of our Christmas champions, Chris Ryan, Michigan Ice Monster, joins us again. Todd Frolic in the big Dodge Barefoot, bringing out that huge horsepower with us once again. Randy Brown in Blue Thunder, the custom gears designed for that machine. Dan Patrick on an in-house chassis in the Samson Chevrolet. Brianna Mahan also on a gears design in Whiplash, and it's a custom design for the icon Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger as well. The zombie skeleton from the World Finals, Bari Musauer, joins us, and our defending champion, Brian Barthel in Wolverine. Alright, round one, Buddy Tompkins in Raising Cane and Chris Ryan in the Michigan Ice Monster. I'll walk you through the track over two ramps here. Off the starting line ramp, it's green versus orange. And now in this first turn, the green lane takes the shorter route and the orange lane takes the wider route. So naturally, Buddy Tompkins is going to have the lead going over these next two jumps here. But then the green route will take the wide route, and the orange lane will then take the shorter route. And here they come to the line. You got a big tabletop right here, and it's going to be the Michigan Ice Monster getting the first win. Raising Cane. Oh man, Buddy Tompkins going for a tumble there. He almost washed out in the final turn, and that cost him. Chris Ryan, our Christmas champion. Michigan Ice Monster moves on to round two. Up next, Tommy Verrilone in Rampage and Todd Frolic in Barefoot. Big Dodge battle here. These are teammate trucks. This should be a good one. Todd Frolic, a fantastic driver in Barefoot. That new chassis for Rampage seems to be working pretty well so far. Frolic goes a little wide around the first turn, and Tommy Verrilone has a bigger lead there in Rampage. As Frolic trying to make up a little ground, he gets a little bit out of shape. Tommy Verrilone handling this course very well, and Rampage, big air over the finish line, and he gets the win. Barefoot. Oh man, Todd Frolic takes a wild ride, and he's upside down still trying to save it, and he does, but Rampage moves on. Up next, Adam Anderson and Taz and Randy Brown in Blue Thunder. Fantastic trucks and drivers here. Adam Anderson won the event, I believe, in Tampa Bay. In Taz, the last time we saw him. Randy Brown, always a great driver in Blue Thunder. Here they come to the final turn. We will see who it's going to be. These two are running great. This should be a good one. Adam Anderson bobbles a little bit. Coming to the line. It's a good race, but it is Randy Brown, it looks like. And Taz, Adam Anderson, he stands on the gas. What a save there to keep the truck from cartwheeling down the track. But the winner is Blue Thunder. Randy Brown moves on. Next up, David Smith in King Crunch and Dan Patrick in Samson. Chevrolet battle, this should be a good one. fantastic trucks and drivers. Dan Patrick again on that in-house chassis in Samson there, the American Gladiator design. It looks like he broke something in the rear end. Samson is squatting. David Smith gets a lot of air and King Crunch. He's a little bit out of shape. Man, oh man, Samson is squatting more and more coming around these turns, but Dan Patrick is handling it. It's not going to be enough to keep up with David Smith, though, as Patrick... Oh, man, they're both going for wild rides. Samson loses a wheel, and he's upside down. This was rough for both trucks, but David Smith moves on. Up next, Tom Mintz and Max D going up against Brianna Mahan and Whiplash. These are two great-looking Gears trucks and two great drivers. Remember, Brianna Mahan has won one of these events before. Tom Mintz always tough in Max D. And Tom Mintz goes a little bit wide there, but he is still going, gets some big air. Brianna Mahan having a good run and Whiplash as well. We got a good one coming around the final turn. Tom Mintz a little wide again. Brianna Mahan, a very impressive victory there in Whiplash. A nice run, Tom Mintz. Oh, there he goes, cartwheeling. Max D. And he stands on the gas cut and save it. Over he goes. And Brianna Mahan and Whiplash moves on. Up next, Shane England in the Big Kahuna and Dennis Anderson in Gravedigger. Our first look at this Big Kahuna Chevrolet. He has got a tough matchup here. Dennis Anderson, though, a little out of shape there. He just about took a bad bounce. Anderson a little wide, but he's still there. Shane England, the Big Kahuna, having a good run so far. We will see how he handles this final turn as Dennis Anderson can make up the ground quick in Gravedigger. Big Kahuna a little out of shape, but he gets it over the ramp, and a big win. Over he goes, and back up on his wheels. A big win there for the Big Kahuna. Shane England looks impressive in his debut race here, and the Big Kahuna moves on. Up next, Alan Pizzo in Predator and Barry Musauer in the Zombie Skeleton. A creature battle here. This should be a good one. Alan Pizzo, we haven't seen him in a little bit in this Predator truck, but he always does very well. Barry Musauer is always right there as well in his zombie trucks. This is a great design. Zombie is always good at coming up with these crazy designs. And he's got a good one here. We got a good race coming around the final turn. Here they come to the line. Barry Musauer a little behind, and right there at the end, it was close. Man, oh man. Predator had a fantastic run. Barry Musauer was still hanging right there with him. But it is Alan Pizzo and Predator getting the win, and Zombie almost goes over. Up next, Jamie Garner in Overboard and Brian Barthel in Wolverine. Last matchup for round one. We haven't seen this Overboard. Jamie Garner, a fantastic driver, gets a lot of air. They both very similar off the first set of jumps. They both almost take bad bounces, but they both recover. And here they come over the next section of the course. To the final turn, Jamie Garner is going to have to stand on the gas if he's going to beat Brian Barthel. Here they come to the line. Overboard almost washes out, and it's not going to happen. The defending champ, Brian Barthel, Overboard, does a little spin there, doesn't take any damage. That was pretty impressive. But our defending champ, up next, Tommy Verilone in Rampage and Chris Ryan in the Michigan Ice Monster. And Tommy Verilone, I know this is a name I'm probably saying different every single time I say it. Sorry about it, I don't know what to tell you. Dodge versus Chevy. We got a good one going so far. Chris Ryan a little wide in the Michigan Ice Monster around the first turn there. And, Varelon, that's almost a bad bounce there, but we got a good one coming around the final turn. Michigan Ice Monster a little bit wide, and it's going to be Rampage as he sails over the line. And the Michigan Ice Monster, they're both in trouble. They are both in trouble trying to save. Oh my goodness. Michigan Ice Monster saves it. Rampages into the ambulance, but he gets the win. Up next, David Smith and King Crunch and Randy Brown and Blue Thunder. Legendary trucks and drivers, Chevy versus Ford here, and David Smith gets a lot of air. And King Crunch, he bounces completely over the second ramp there. And he gets a little sideways out of the first turn. He's a little bit out of shape. Big air again. He does have the lead. He's in trouble though. That may give Randy Brown a window to make up some ground. King Crunch trying to hold on. And it looks like he barely does. My goodness. Oh, he's going over. And he is upside down. No, he saved it. Man, oh man, that could have been a disaster, but he holds on to win. Up next, Alan Pizzo and Predator and Brianna Mahan and Whiplash. This should be a good one. These are two fantastic trucks and great drivers that are always strong. Oh, the front clip comes off the Predator. Alan Pizzo, a little bit of a rough ride there as the front clip flies off, but we got a good one going as they come to the final turn. Brianna Mahan, always strong in Whiplash, looking to get another big win, coming to the line, and we got a good one going. It's close, but it looks like, oh man, Brianna Mahan, a wild ride in Whiplash. And she is going for a wild ride. Watch out, there's a hauler there. And she's upside down, but she does get the win with another strong run. Up next, Shane England in the Big Kahuna and Brian Barthel and Wolverine. Last spot in the semifinals on the line. I tell you what, two straight big races here. Tough matchups for the Big Kahuna. We will see if he can handle them. So far, he has handled it very well in round number 1 against Gravedigger, but now facing the defending champion, Brian Barthel, who has been on an absolute tear, as he usually is in Wolverine. We got a good one going, coming to the final turn. These two are even. Big Kahuna almost spins out at the line. What a race! Man, oh man, by far the closest race we've had. What an effort there for the Big Kahuna. We will wait on the officials. Man, oh man, tip your hat there. But it is Wolverine. Brian Barthel is still alive. Alright, semifinals, Tommy Varelon and Rampage and Brianna Mahan and Whiplash. This should be a good one. Dodge versus Wheelies. We definitely don't say that very often. But these two, Brianna Mahan a little squirrely on the first section of the course there. But nonetheless, what I was saying, these two have been fantastic all evening long. Tommy Varelon does have the lead in Rampage after coming around that first section there. Brianna Mahan got a little out of shape. She's still trying to make up the ground. Bobbles it a little bit right there. Had to pedal it. And Tommy Varelon is going to take Rampage to the final round. I'll tell you what, he has been running good all evening long, and he's got one more to put the big Dodge in the winner's circle. Another good run for Rampage, and he's headed to the finals. Up next, David Smith and King Crunch and Brian Barthel and Wolverine to see who joins Rampage for the championship race. Oh, watch out, King Crunch and Wolverine! Man, oh man, Brian Barthel just about stood it on its roof right there. And David Smith almost had a wild ride too. These two are going at it for a spot in the finals. David Smith almost lands on the sidewalls again. And here they come around the final turn. We have got a good one going between these two Chevys. And it's a good race. My goodness, these two have been going crazy all evening. We will see who gets the win. King Crunch going upside down and saves it. And Wolverine is headed to another finals. The finals are set. Tommy Verrilone in Rampage. Brian Barthel in Wolverine. Dodge versus Chevy. Look at these two trucks. They look absolutely awesome, and they've been phenomenal. Rampage almost had an ugly landing there, but he's still going. He got a little wide there. A little bit out of shape. Brian Barthel has been on a tear in Wolverine. I am starting to wonder, can anyone get past him? We're going to find out as they're coming to the line. We have got a good one going. They both have good runs. What a finals! My goodness! What a final round! Rampage is going over. We're going to have to wait on the officials as he saves it. And it is Tommy Verrilone. Tommy Verrilone. I apologize. Rampage. I have to read this name. I had to write it down. I struggle with it so bad. It's like Tony Canado, the playing for keeps guy. But anyway, Rampage, the big Dodge. This is not the original Rampage. It's the newer chassis, but it has worked wonders, much like the Taurus truck a long time ago for Richie Yatsko at the World Finals. This new Rampage has really strutted its stuff today, and it barely gets past Wolverine. We're told by inches at the line. So that could have been anybody's game right there. All of these guys done great out here on the sand at Wildwood. Congratulations to Tommy Verrilone in Rampage. Enjoy the rest of the freestyle celebration. And as always, we will see you next time with some more monster truck action. So long, everybody.